Now, if I may, I'd like to say a few words in closing about this Academy's illustrious history. Thor's Military Academy was founded almost 220 years ago. Its founder, as I'm sure you're all aware, was none other than the great Emperor Drykos. The very same emperor who ended the War of the Lions and returned prosperity to the Erebonian Empire. "30 years after becoming emperor, in the later years of his life, he opened the doors of this institution. It was to be a place where young people like yourselves could learn the art of war. But with the mechanization of the military, many of our graduates now pursue careers outside the army. Our mission, however, remains the same: to prepare our students to fulfill Emperor Drykos' famous mandate. Arise, O youth, and become the foundation of the world." Though much has happened these past 2¼ centuries, the world is still the domain of the young. Yet still the question remains: what qualities must one possess to become a part of its foundation? I hope this credo will serve as a guide and an inspiration to you during your 2 years at this academy. Go forth, my students. The world awaits the great things you will one day accomplish.
The foundation of the world, huh?
No pressure, right?
No kidding. Though, this is Drykos the Lionheart we're talking about. He didn't earn his nickname by taking the easy road. Guess we've got more to worry about than just passing exams, huh?
I guess we do. I'm Elliot Craig. Nice to meet you.
Reen Schwarzer. Hey, looks like we're sporting the same school fashion.
Yeah, no idea what the red uniform is supposed to mean, though. Most of the other students are wearing green. Well, except for the ones in the white uniforms. Those must be the nobles.
Looks that way. Though...
Something wrong?
Nah, just thinking to myself.
And that brings us to the close of Thor's 215th entrance ceremony. Next, please proceed to the class designated in your guidebook. There, you will go over the school rules as well as your class's curriculum. That is all. Dismissed!
The class designated in our guidebook? I don't remember seeing anything like that.
There wasn't any information on that in mine either. I just assumed they'd tell us where to go after the ceremony.
All right! Students in red uniforms, if I can have your attention, please. By now, you're probably all confused. Where's my class assignment, you're probably thinking. That's perfectly understandable. Your situation is a little more complicated than the other students. But before I explain, I'd like all of you to join me for a special orienteering exercise.
What?
Did you mean an orientation exercise?
Worry not. Everything will be made clear soon enough. Now, right this way, if you would.
Looks like we're gonna have to follow her if we want any answers.
What do you think this is all about?
I have no idea, but we're not going to accomplish anything just standing around here. We should go with her.
What is this place?
Why is there a building this dilapidated on campus? It looks like it should have been torn down ages ago.
What does she even want us to do here?
Is she ever gonna tell us what's going on?
I suppose we'll just have to go inside and see for ourselves what awaits us.
This place looks like some old haunted mansion or something.
Now that you mention it, it kinda does. I think this is everyone I've seen with a red uniform so far. I guess we really are part of the same class then.
So, these are our new underclassmen, huh?
Yep. They've got a different set of hoops to jump through than we did, though. I'm just happy all our work's paying off. I'd hate to have put in a year's worth of effort for nothing.
Ain't that the truth? Wait, when did you do any work? You were just slacking off the whole time.
Says the master slacker. Still, looks like Elisa's got some stiff competition. Quite a bevy of beauties they've got there. And I'm looking forward to getting intimately acquainted with each and every one of them.
Oh, you know one of them? Wait. No, not these ones too. Stop flirting with every damn girl you lay eyes on. Do you have any idea how many guys at this school have gotten their hearts broken because of your libido? Did you just sneer at me? Oh, you did, didn't you?
Come on now, no fighting, you two.
Well, look who finally made it. Nice work.
You got our little chickadees all sorted out, I take it?
Yep, they're all bright-eyed and ready to go. So from here on out, we're gonna have to give it all we've got to support this fledgling class.
Now you sound the part of the student council president.
Guess she's going all in.
Well, they'd be in for a pretty rough time if we didn't help out a little. At least to start with, anyway. Everything's ready over there, right?
You betcha. Just like the instructor asked. Can't help but feel a little sorry for them, though.
Same here. They've got no idea what they're being tossed into. The class they've been picked for didn't even exist before this year. Guess all we can do is watch and see what they're made of, right?
The name's Sarah Valestine. I'm the instructor in charge of Class 7, which means you get the pleasure of seeing me all year. Glad to finally meet you.
Wait, Class 7?
Us?
I'm not sure I understand. I wasn't told anything about this at enrollment.
Excuse me, Instructor Sarah? I was under the impression that there were only 5 classes at this academy, and that students were split among them based on their social class and home region.
Right you are, Miss Top Scorer on the Thor's entrance exam. Students in each year are divided into 5 classes, 2 for the nobility and 3 for commoners. And it's been that way for ages, right up through last year. But this year, we decided to shake things up a little.
What do you...
We now have a 6th class. Fittingly titled, Class 7. And in Class 7, we recognize no distinction between nobles and commoners.
Wait, you just jumped straight from 5 to 7?
You're really putting nobles and commoners in the same class?
This must be some kind of joke. And why is this the first I've heard of it?
Well, who are you again?
Machias Regnitz. And with all due respect, Instructor, it's ludicrous to intermix nobles and commoners like this. Must I be forced to spend my next 2 years shoulder to shoulder with those arrogant, stuck-up hedonists?
You do know I'm not the one who made the decision, right? Besides, what's the big deal anyway? You're all kids. Can't you all just get along or something?
Just get along? And how would you propose we do that? And what's your problem?
Oh, nothing much. I just find the irony of your behavior rather humorous.
Is that so? It seems the scion of some noble house has left the comfort of his mansion to grace the unwashed masses with his wisdom. Please, my lord, do share your esteemed name with us so I can give you all the respect you deserve.
Eustace Alberea. Not that I'd expect the name of an arrogant, stuck-up hedonist to lodge itself in that hard head of yours.
He's from one of the 4 great houses.
The son of Duke Alberea, lord of the Kreutzen province in the southeast.
Well, you don't get much more noble than that.
Interesting. I'd heard the rumors.
Do you expect me to be impressed? Your family lineage means nothing to me. I'll never bend my knee to the likes of...
Okay, that's enough. I'm sure a couple of you have a few grievances, but now's not the time. I'll hear your complaints later. Right now, you've got your orienteering exercise, and far be it from me to keep you from our fun little icebreaker.
You mentioned this orienteering exercise earlier. What exactly does that involve?
It's a form of outdoor competition, isn't it? Something like a cross between a map-reading exercise and a scavenger hunt?
Is that why they asked us to hand over our weapons at the gate?
Nothing gets by you, does it? But I don't want to spoil the fun, so let's get started, shall we?
What?
Oh, crap.
What?
Come on, Fee. No cheating. You're going with them, and that's that. What's the point in having an icebreaker if you don't make a couple of new friends?
Lame.
What just happened?
The floor gave out from under us.
I can't believe I fell for such an obvious trap.
Does this mean there's a series of catacombs beneath the school grounds then?
What does that woman think she's playing at?
was going to jump out of my chest. Hey, Reen, are you... okay?
Easy now. Hands where she can see them.
What happened? Huh?
Well, this is a bit awkward.
Yeah, I'm really sorry about that. Still, I'm just glad you're okay. That's what's really important here, right?
Wow, it's just not your day, is it?
Well, now that I've hit the bottom, things can only improve. I hope. What is this place anyway?
I was wondering the same thing. We should check out those tables. Huh?
Is this?
It's coming from the devices we received with the Academy guidebook.
Seems to be some sort of portable orbment.
Right you are. These handy little devices are a special kind of battle orbment.
Is that Miss Valentine?
So, these devices have built-in communications functionality then?
Wait, don't tell me these things are...
New model battle orbments made through a partnership between the Epstein Foundation and Reinford Company. Newly made 5th generation battle orbments, in fact. They're called Arcus units.
Arcus.
So these are battle orbments. That means they'll allow us to use arts, right?
Sure will. Just set a quartz into one of its slots and you can use arts all the livelong day. Which is why I prepared enough quartz for each and every one of you. The weapons you brought are all here too, each packaged neatly along a little box containing the quartz. Find yours and try setting the quartz into your Arcus.
I suppose it can't hurt to try.
What is this woman thinking?
Let's see. Mine is that one.
Oh, I see mine over there. Let me just go grab it, okay?
I just want to point out, these are fire. Like, they're not actually, like, actual ornaments. These are actually fire lit, like gas lights. How do they light fire gas lights from here? And it'll make, this is something I'll come up later on. Because this place is weird, and you'll see why later. Now, the guy that's saying to us, you go get your weapon, but I'm just going to show you something, because these guys all have personality already. So let's go over the first. That experience battle himself. I'll do as we're instructed for now, though. And I love how like everyone's got like a different case. What a pain. Gaius. Seems pretty useful. Let's not see what we can do. Please don't blow those up. My illustrious instructor seems fond of toying with others. There's one more. I tell you, I don't know what he's going to do. Let's skip this bit. Why not over this? Just glare. She's looking bleak. Sorry, I accidentally skipped a bit there. Damn, I can't go back. Okay. The thing is, like, you can tell a bit of what the character's going to be like just from what they're saying here, and I'll explain more as they pop up and you get to use them. But like, I guess more like she's your best fighter. She's not good at weapons. On the other hand, the Spectacle Girl's probably your best arts user, which you get going down to it. There's like, she is the smartest in the class, whereas she is the best fighter, and that kind of says it all. As for us, well, let's see what we got, shall we? Obtain the Force Master Quartz. This is unique to the cities.
What's this?
That's called a Master Quartz. If you set that into the large slot in the center of your Arcus, you'll be able to use arts.
It's kind of a power thing.
Go on, give it a try.
Also gonna give us a turn. So augments are a general term for mechanical devices that extract orbital energy from septium and use generate magical effects and enhancements. The best comparison I can give is dust from Ruby, but dust kind of burns, whereas these just keep getting energy from septium. Your battle augment is otherwise known as an Arcus. It's a personal use device, basically the same as other augments from other series, but you've got more slots and different more lines to the augment. It's kind of weird how things go. This series actually changed things up from other Trails games, where instead of having a certain amount of power with a certain quartz element, you basically have the quartz have its own unique effect. So you can have direct arts in your quartz, and you'll get the effect from that. The telemetry users, every augment is unique, and it's kind of weird because it reflects their personality, and you'll see why in some of them. Like, fire, they tend to be really spunky. Wind, they tend to be free-spirited, that kind of thing. And I think that, they get explained later on, you'll see. Also, quartz. Quartz is a circuit made from septium fragments called Sephith. They're set into battle augments, and you harness a variety of powers and properties that they grant. Master Quartz are a unique quartz made for this game. Or this series of games anyway. They are unique in that they're set in the centre. There's about 15 of them. I forget the exact number. Future me, just perfect number. But each one is unique in what they do, and they are the one quartz that gets stronger with experience. The example they're giving is based on Force, which is what Reed just got. Force makes it so that you gain CP, which is craft points, for every kill you make. It also gives you a good deal of bonuses, you can see from there. Really, you want to build the characters around their innate stats, and then build their master quartz, their Arcus around that. So, in the case of Reed, he's not around them, but he has good crowd control. So, if you can get a good master quartz, like Force going for him, if he kills, he's going to get more CP. If he gets more CP, he can keep using his AoE. If he can keep using his AoE, he's going to get more kills, etc, etc. There are a variety of quartz, and it's going to be a while to explain them all. But I'll explain them as they pop up, and if there's one that I can't get for whatever reason, I'll explain it when it pops up. There's 2 or 3 quartz I don't think I'm going to be able to get in a single run, and those will be explained when they pop up. But yeah, Force is your first one that you get. It's actually really useful. So, Marine anyway, and they want you to set it up. Right, you to go here. There's the camp menu. Yes, there's things. We're going to go to Quartz, Master Quartz, and put Force on. As you can see, it gives you like a list of things. I believe the red bar is its limit, its parameters when it goes to max level. Max level for this game is level 5 for Master Quartz. You can go up to level 99 characters, but if you go that far, you're kind of going a bit overkill. That's our Master Quartz. As you can see, we have one quartz slot open. We have to open the rest. These cost Sephith. It's not hard to come by. Really is why you fight. Kill monsters, which isn't hard. So, you know, it's going to be easy to open these up. The challenge really is getting them all open before the end of the game. But everyone you open up gives you more EP. We'll explain that as we go along. Reed isn't really an arts user, he's an AoE fighter.
What in the world?
That light means that you've successfully synchronized with your Arcus. Congratulations! Now you can use arts as much as you want. These Arcus units have plenty more nifty features, but I wouldn't want to bombard you with too much info all at once, so we'll cover those another time. Anyway, since you've got your Arcus all set up and ready to go, here's what I want you to do. When you step through that door, you'll be in an underground testing area. Basically, it's a dungeon. It's pretty large and full of twists and turns. I'd almost guarantee you'll get lost at least once. But when you find the exit, you'll be able to return to the first floor of this old schoolhouse. There are monsters wandering around, though, so don't let your guard down, even for a moment. With all that said, let's commence our special orienteering exercise. Your objective is to make your way through this area and back to the surface. Make it back in one piece, and I'll be happy to field any complaints you might have. If you make it back safely, I might even give you a kiss. Free of charge. On the cheek, of course.
I don't think she's joking.
And just where do you think you're going? Were you planning to wander off on your own without saying anything?
I have no interest in becoming friends with anyone here, and I'm surprised that you, of all people, give a damn what I do. Unless you've suddenly decided you do want to keep company with one of those stuck-up hedonists after all. Still, if you're afraid of the monsters, I suppose I could accompany you. After all, what kind of Erebonian noble would I be if I didn't have at least some degree of prowess with a sword? And noblesse oblige dictates that it's my sacred duty to protect powerless commoners such as yourself.
What the hell? Nobody's asking your high excellency to deign to help us! If that's how you're gonna be, I'll just find my way out of here before you! I'm perfectly capable of taking care of myself without some relic of an outdated class system dragging me down!
What should we do?
The only thing we can do. We should begin exploring these ruins ourselves. I believe it would be prudent to remain in small groups, however. Would the two of you have any objections to accompanying me?
No, that's fine. It would be a huge help, actually.
And you're welcome to join us as... well, I suppose that's a no. Perhaps we'll run into her along the way, and she can join us then. So, shall we be off? I'm certain you gentlemen will be fine, but do take care.
Okay.
If you'll excuse us, please.
Oh.
Not such a hot first impression there, huh?
You can say that again. I'll have to clear things up with her later. Anyway, how do you guys want to do this? Should the three of us stick together too?
Sounds good to me. I'd get pretty anxious wandering around a place like this alone.
No objections here. I'd be happy to accompany you. I don't believe I've introduced myself yet. My name is Gaius Warzel. I just arrived in the Empire, so any help you can offer would be much appreciated.
Oh, so you're from abroad. I'd been wondering. My name's Reen Schwarzer. It's nice to meet you.
I'm Elliot Craig. So, you fight with that?
Of course. Why else would I be carrying it?
It's a spear, but it has that odd cross-shaped head.
It looks kind of awesome.
Think of it as combining the best parts of a spear and a poleaxe. I was pretty handy with it back home. But speaking of weapons, I have to say, yours looks pretty unique.
Oh, this thing.
Is it a staff? Wait, no. It's an ornament, isn't it?
Both, actually. It's an orbital staff. The tech is pretty recent. This one's still a prototype, more or less. Back during enrollment, they told me I had some aptitude for it, so when it came time to choose, I just sort of ran with it.
Interesting. I've never seen anything like it before.
Can't say I have either.
They're still in development, apparently, so there aren't too many around just yet. But that said, I'm curious about what you've got there, Reen.
Oh, my sword?
Yeah, but what kind of sword is it?
It's different from the kinds of swords I thought the people in the Empire used, though.
It's an Eastern style of saber called Itachi. Any way you slice it, though, it's basically a longsword.
Wow, that's one beautiful blade.
The craftsmanship looks exceptional.
They're renowned for the layering of their steel and the sharpness of their edge. Truth be told, though, I'm still a little hesitant to be swinging around something this dangerous.
Seriously? If that's what hesitant looks like, I'll bet confidence will make you unstoppable.
Well, you sound like a good guy to have around when the going gets tough. Speaking of which, I think we've been standing around long enough. We should really be getting ourselves into trouble.
I think I can manage that. You saw it yourselves. Trouble has a way of dropping in on me. Let's take it slow and steady, though. We need to adapt to each other's fighting styles to really gel as a team.
Got it.
Elliot and Gaius join the party. And this is the first time we get an option of a party order. So you can change the order that your party goes in the field. You can also change where they deploy in the tactics menu. But by pressing, they used L1 as left bumper. They're using the pictures from the PS3 version by the look of things. So, God damn it. Oh, well, I need to explain this one, because this one is a big one. So, you can press A to hit enemies in the field. Now, attack on the front causes the pause briefly. If you attack it from behind, it'll be stunned or even faint. Now, depending on how you do it, you get a certain advantage or disadvantage. If you attack the enemy from behind, you'll get a more advantageous situation. If it's just you hit them from, if you just walk into them from behind, you take your turn faster. If you walk into them as they're stunned, everyone gains 10 CP. If you walk into them as they're unconscious, and you'll see what I mean by that later, you get enemies taking damage as well. If the enemy attacks you from behind, everything's messed up. Party order, formation is out of order, the enemies attack you first, you're bunched up in the centre most of the time, and all combat links are severed. This one will be explained later. You can just straight out kill an enemy in the field with an attack. However, you need to be a significantly higher level than them. This is very rare. I don't rate this because I actually do like gaining stuff if I do like gaining some materials. It's up to you if you do it, because it's you don't get experience doing it in the field. So, yeah, it's up to you. There's advantages either way, one's just quicker than the other. Speaking of being quicker, something they've put in the PC version that wasn't in the console version is Turbo Mode. Which I've turned off, great. No, okay, Turbo Mode is something you can turn on in the launcher. It basically lets you go a certain amount faster than you would do on foot. I'm going like this, which isn't that slow to begin with. Also,
my turn!
There we go, L1, left bumper.
It's my turn.
Everyone has a different attack, by the way.
Here we go!
Different man attack.
Leave it to me. Go!
Anyway, so Turbo Mode lets you speed things up if you want to. Works in cutscenes, works in combat. I have it turned off, but you can set it to be. Basically, it comes with ×4 in the field, ×2 in battle. Doesn't really do much, just speed things up. Makes things easy when you want to travel. But I'm going to call this apart here. We've landed in the old schoolhouse. I believe there's actually a good place to stay. So, I've been a Northern Crusader, and I'll catch you next time for more. I'll work on them one of these days. As we take the path of these trails of cold steel. So next time, folks, take care. Oh, also, system save, yeah. I was going, that's a test file, it went a bit wrong, so yeah. Which is weird, because it doesn't actually... Yeah. It's kind of neat like that. So yeah, I'll catch you next time, folks. Take care.